Probably do a maybe like a Sonic tier list. I feel like some of these aren't mainline. Like, is Tails Sky Patrol and Sonic Labyrinth and Tails Adventure actually mainline Sonic games? Or even Sonic Blast? Rivals? This is a bit more accurate, I think. Fuck it. You know what? Let's go ahead and just do it. Let's go ahead and do it. So I could zoom out. There we go. Then that's better. Well, if we're gonna do that, we might as well get some music playing. That's better. Alright, so I guess we're doing this. I already have it up, so fuck it, why not? I might even leave this alone to amazing, great, good, okay, bad, terrible, haven't played. So yeah, this will be my, I guess, personal Sonic tier list, mainline Sonic games. Unless, should I do all Sonic? But I feel like I do all Sonic games, it's gonna take forever. Especially since there's quite a few other Sonic games I haven't played. I'm only debating because a part of me wants to, like, because I know none of the Sonic Riders games are on here, but that's because they're not mainline games. I'm kind of stuck. I'm just like, I think we'll just stick with mainline for now. Starting with Sonic Colors. And this is just regular Sonic Colors on the Wii. I don't see the deluxe or Ultimate Edition, excuse me, which is good. So for Sonic Colors, I will definitely put this this either might go to great or amazing, because Sonic Colors is a really good game. It really is. I'm indecisive which one I want to put it in though. So yeah, I'll put Sonic Colors in. I'm gonna put Sonic Colors in great. This might change. But this game was really good. Really good. And it technically, actually no. I was gonna say this was like my first like boost style game, but it actually wasn't. My first boost style game was Sonic Unleashed, which is the one that did start it, but it was the Wii version. And then I eventually played Colors, and then I finally played the PS3 Sonic Unleashed. So technically it was still Sonic Unleashed as my first boost game, but I was really attached to this game. I actually got this around my birthday, around when it dropped, and I spent literally the entirety of my time playing this game. Story, not really all that good in my opinion. This was kind of around the time where like Sega was making Sonic more kid-friendly, so he was making a lot of cheesy jokes, a lot of cheesy enemies, a lot of dumb one-liners. But overall, though, the gameplay was really good. It was really fun, and the Whip's power-ups, which is also introduced in this game, was a lot of fun too. Sonic the Hedgehog. The game that started it all. I'll put this under good. So what started it all? It's the very first Sonic game ever. If it wasn't for this game, there would be no any of this that we got. So yeah, not really too much to say about it. It definitely has, you play it now, it definitely has its mishaps, but it's still a classic. Still a good classic overall. Sonic CD. Now, Sonic CD, I actually do like. It introduced Metal Sonic. The soundtrack to this game is absolutely amazing. The past and future mechanics was a bit confusing a little bit, but still really enjoyable in ways. I remember some of the boss fights in this game were kind of frustrating to deal with when I was a kid. So also introduced Amy, and we got the infamous Sonic Boom song. And it's essentially what the Sonic OVA is based off of, is the Sonic CD game. I'll probably put this in good, but I'll put this above Sonic the Hedgehog, the first one. Sonic 2. Sonic 2 added Tails. To me, more fun than Sonic the Hedgehog. Definitely put it right here. Also a classic. Zones were great. Soundtrack was also really good. I think started Supersonic, I believe, right? I want to say Supersonic was in this game. I want to say it was. Now Sonic 3. See, my thing is, I don't know if I should put both of these together. Because, yeah, there's Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and then there's Sonic and Knuckles. But then there's Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Knuckles or something like that. So it's like, I could put them together. I don't even know what this is. I mean, I do know in a way they are different games, but then they're not at the same time. I'm gonna put these together. Fuck it, I'm just put these together. And I'll put them both over Sonic 3. Or Sonic 3, Sonic 2. So to me, these are kind of together. Because at least that's how I played it. You know, Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Knuckles. That's kind of how I played it. So, yeah. This one, Hypersonic. That's one thing I'm going to say off rip. Hypersonic. You can play as Knuckles. Introduction of Knuckles. The Mecha Super Mecha Sonic. I think that was his name. When you fight him as Knuckles. Angel Island, all that stuff. The zones in this game were also pretty dope. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff I do like about it. As for this, I don't know what this is. It just says Knuckles. So I'm gonna go to I haven't played, unless it's part of this. But I have no idea what that is. No idea. I don't know if that is supposed to be this, or maybe this is Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Knuckles. Maybe it is what I just mentioned, but I only see Knuckles on here, so I'll just leave it there. Sonic 3D Blast. I'm gonna put this in bad. I genuinely didn't really have a good time playing this game. The game was super weird to me. I think a lot of other people feel the same way. I'm not too sure. I could be wrong. Maybe there are some people that did enjoy this, but me personally, I really didn't. It was too weird. Never even finished it. It was, I don't know. I played this on the Sega, was it Mega Collection? I think it was on the GameCube. Yeah, I wasn't really feeling it. Sonic Adventure. This might be the first amazing one. Yeah. Sonic Adventure was literally my introduction to the Sonic franchise in general. I got this on GameCube when I was a kid, and I spent so much time on this game. So much time. And getting to the supersonic fight against Perfect Chaos was mind blowing. All the stages in this game were super dope. There were so many characters you could play as. You had Sonic, you had Tails, you had Knuckles, you had Amy, you had unfortunately Big the Cat, E102 Gamma. Like, you had a lot of characters, and then of course once you beat all of them, you get the last story with Supersonic. The game was such a blast. And then there was Chow's. They introductions to Chow's, and the power-ups and all that. Voice acting, which will come off as pretty cheesy nowadays, but as a kid I thought it was super sick. Yeah, this game did a lot for me. Now, yeah, pretty sure a lot of you guys do know. Maybe y'all don't know. I don't know. But Sonic Adventure 2 is my favorite Sonic game of all time. So with that being said, this is not going lower. This will definitely stay on the top. This game, like, you want to talk about, like, me talking about how much I put time into Sonic Adventure. I did that like times 10 with this game. I spent way too much time on this game. Introduction to my favorite Sonic character of all time, Shadow the Hedgehog. Story was even better. Introduction to new characters like Rouge. And I already said Shadow, but Shadow, of course, Rouge. Got to play as Dr. Eggman. The heroes and dark stories were so sick, especially how they intertwine to each other. So amazing. The music is one of the best, if not the best, in the series. And just the story overall is so good. The multiplayer, I spent so much time in multiplayer with my friends and even my cousins. Shit, me and Santiago still recite some of the dialogue in this game to this day since we were kids. It's literally like it's just perfect. To me, it's just the perfect Sonic game. Again, this game also has its mishaps. It's not, perfect, but in my eyes, it's perfect. You get what I mean? It's so good. This is just so fucking good. Alright. So, Sonic Heroes. Sonic Heroes. I'll probably. Sonic Heroes. This one's a little tricky to me, because I do like Sonic Heroes. I do. And this was another Sonic game I used to put a lot of time into when I was younger. But as I got older, because with these two games, as I got older, I still enjoy playing it. I still like the feel of these games. Sonic Heroes, as I got older, I'm not the biggest fan of how the game feels. The game feels too slippery. Not saying, that this makes it a bad game, but I don't know. Sonic Heroes S tier, I will accept no less. I don't know about that. I don't know. The story is good. I do like that each character has, their own story and why they're out here adventuring and whatnot. But I'm not sure. I don't know. I think I'll put. I kind of want to put it above Sonic Heroes or behind Adventure. Or maybe behind Colors. I don't know. The opening is very iconic. Don't get me wrong. The soundtrack to Sonic Heroes is amazing. It's super good. Though, do not get me wrong. It's super good. I do like the story. I do like Neo, Metal Sonic. I love the special stage. No, you're talking about Colors Ultimate. That one you couldn't play. But we're talking about the original Sonic Colors on the Nintendo Wii. That one was really good. We're not talking about Sonic Colors Ultimate. Which is funny that you say that, because I was actually looking to see if Sonic Colors Ultimate was on here. But this one just says Sonic Colors. So, original Sonic Colors on the Nintendo Wii worked perfectly fine. It was a great game. I think, you know what? I will put Sonic Heroes up here. I will, because despite me going back to playing Sonic Heroes and me feeling the controls feel weird to me, it still is a good game. It still really is a good game. It's fun. The soundtrack is amazing. I like how each character has their own set path, or each character has their own team with a set path. And the special stages is amazing. Well, the song is amazing, but some of the Chaos Emeralds were a bitch to fucking get. I am not gonna lie about that. This game is too iconic to put it any lower. I guess I could put it like that. And miss stand him down. Now, Shadow the Hedgehog. Yee. Shadow the Hedgehog is, to me, is one of those games that it's so bad it's good. You know what I mean? It's so bad that it's good. That's how I feel about Shadow the Hedgehog. And this is coming from my favorite Sonic character of all time. I'll put this in okay. Do I think it's the worst Sonic game ever? No. Do I think it's the best Sonic game ever? Also no. So, yeah. I feel like I don't even need to explain why I feel this way about this game. I feel like if I put it in bad, it'll be hitting a territory of like I generally just don't like this game. Like how I feel about 3D Blast, I really just don't like this game. Shadow the Hedgehog is like it's bad, but there's some parts of it I do enjoy because of how bad it is. So I'll put this here. Put Shadow the Hedgehog in okay. Sonic Rush. Sonic Rush, I actually do like this game a lot. I'll put Sonic Rush in great. Because I generally like this game a lot. I really do like this game a lot. Introduction of Blaze the Cat, which is my favorite female character in the Sonic series. There's two stories. Of course, you play the story as Sonic, you play the story as Blaze. And the story was actually pretty good. It was pretty much Blaze is like she's like from an alternate dimension of Sonic's world, essentially. Because she has to, protect the Soul Emeralds and whatnot. Or there's Soul Emeralds in, Sonic's world has the Chaos Emeralds. She has a super form just like Sonic. Well, instead of her turning gold, she turns, I think it's called Flaming Blaze or something like that. Overall though, this game is good. Ooh, oh boy. Sonic 06. Yeesh. What sucks about Sonic 06, and I'm not saying like, oh, the gameplay sucks. I'm saying as like what's sad about it. I guess is what I should have said. What's sad about Sonic 06 is that this could have been probably the best Sonic game of all time. It honestly could have been. Because the story in this game is actually pretty fucking good. Like, to me, it almost rivals Sonic Adventures 2 story. Almost rivals it. The story is actually so good. The soundtrack is so good. I actually think some of the character models in this game look good. Like, I think Shadow's character model in this game looks amazing, even though it does hit like the more realism of Sonic. I think a lot of the characters look good for the most part. It's just the fucking gameplay is so bad. It's so bad, so glitchy. It makes you not even want to play through an entirety of the story. So, oh man, it's unfortunate. It really is. So I will put this in bad, but I'll put this over 3D Blast. And it's like Shadow the Hedgehog, like what makes Shadow the Hedgehog bad is like the story is all over the place. Gameplay could be a little funky, but it's playable, and it's just a weird game. Let's put it like that. This one, it's like the story is amazing, the soundtrack is amazing, but the gameplay is like it's so bad that it literally makes you not even want to play the game. Like, that's how bad it is. Some people will say it's laughably bad. Some other people say it's frustrating bad. I'm kind of offensive between them both. Like, it's frustrating, but it's also kind of funny at the same time. But I don't know. I feel like the damage on the gameplay is so much more severe to where even with the good story and the soundtrack, I feel like it does. I feel like it just still goes down here. I don't know. I might change it to put it in okay behind Shadow the Hedgehog, but I don't know. I don't know, man. Project 06 was here. This Project 06, which is pretty much like the remake, I guess you could say, of Sonic 06. It would have definitely been up here. It would have definitely been up here. It probably would have been over Sonic Adventure. Not Adventure 2, but it probably would have been over Adventure. Which explain, and all they really did was, you know, they visually made it, of course they visually made it look better, but still kept it true to like the style of the game. But mainly what they did was fix the gameplay. It's like night and day. So no, this may change. I might put it behind Shadow the Hedgehog, but I don't know. Sonic Rush Adventure. I don't know if I like this more than Sonic Rush, or I don't know. I'm kind of about the same because I do like this game a lot too. I feel like I put both of them about in the same plane, you know. Like, these are both equally just as fun. I enjoy as much as I enjoyed this game. It's just as much as I enjoyed this game. There's really no flaws of what I think of one is better than the other. I feel about the same about both of them. So yeah, in this game, your Sonic is in Blaze's dimension, so it's like flipped. And yeah, I think they're taking down this. I forgot the pirate dude's name, but I think it's also ultimately supposed to be Eggman Nega. I think so. Something like that. It's been a while since I played this, but I do remember enjoying it as much. So yeah. Anyways, Sonic and the Secret Rings. Oh man. Another game with an amazing soundtrack, but gameplay is just terrible. And I had this game, and I was not a fan of that gameplay. That Wiimote shit where you have to like tilt it forward to make Sonic run, but also like turn it. I hated that shit. I hated it so much. I don't even know. I don't know if I should put it above Sonic 06 or below. Actually, no, I'll put it behind Sonic 06 because at least Sonic 06 had a good story, and I do like the soundtrack a bit more in this game than Secret Rings. Even though Secret Rings does have an amazing soundtrack too. But even the story in Sonic and Secret Rings, I didn't really care about. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Secret Rings. I really don't like it. Really don't. Sonic Unleashed. I'm gonna put this over Colors. And to me, it's mainly because one, it started the boost. You think Unleashed is C, like right here? Yeah, I'll put it over Colors, bro. But let me explain. Sonic Unleashed was the first boost game, right? It was the very first one. But this game soundtrack is like on a whole new plane. It's insane. The soundtrack is so absolutely amazing. This one was on a PS3 360. This was on a PS3 360, PS2, and the Wii. It was on all four, but I'm going based off the PS3 Xbox 360 version because those versions are significantly better than the Wii and PS2 version. And I played the Wii version. What the fuck? Was this the one on the Wii then? Sonic Forces was on PS4. Sonic Forces was on PS4. The one that was on the Wii was Sonic Colors. Both of these were on the Wii. Sonic Colors was exclusively on the Wii. Sonic Unleashed was... I played too many Sonic games. I feel you. Sonic Colors was exclusively on the Wii when it first came out. Sonic Unleashed was a PS3 Xbox 360 game. And then they made a PS2 and a Wii port of Sonic Unleashed. But like I said, I am solely focusing on the PS3 version / 360 version because this game, visually, the graphics of this game, I still think rivals fucking Sonic Frontiers. And not gonna lie, I think Sonic Unleashed kind of looks better than like Sonic Colors and Sonic Frontiers and even Sonic Forces. I think Sonic Colors is probably still like the best looking modern Sonic game to this day. The boosting sections are amazing. The stages are super sick. Can be difficult, but are super sick. The Werehog is badass. Especially the combat with the Werehog is actually fun as hell. There's a skill tree with the fucking with the Werehog. It's like there's so many dope shit about it. And you had an open hub world of each section you went to. It was just way more than Sonic Colors, like way more. You know, Sonic Colors was kind of like watered down version of Sonic Unleashed. Not bad, but Sonic Unleashed is just better. But of course, the Wii and PS2 version were literally watered down versions of, you know, the PS3 and 360 version of Unleashed. But I don't know. I think this game is so good. Yeah, that's what I said. I said it was on the Wii. But I'm specifically talking about the Xbox and PS3 version because it's way better. It's like the best way to play Sonic Unleashed. Which this is actually one Sonic game I would love for them to remaster. Yes, they are. I mean, story-wise, not really. But there's more stages in the PS3 360 version. Obviously, the game looks better on those versions, and I believe the way how the skill tree works for both Sonic and Werehog are a bit different from the Wii and PS2 version. Like I said, the Wii and PS2 version was kind of like a more watered down version, which isn't really bad because I beat the one on the Wii too. I beat it on PS3 and on the Wii. So, but the PS3 and 360 version are technically like harder versions of the ones on PS2 and the Wii. Because one on the PS2 and the Wii are like easier versions, I guess you could say. But yeah, this is one guy I would love for them to remaster and put them on like modern consoles. Absolutely. Okay, Sonic and the Black Knight. I'm gonna be honest, I played very little of this game, but I will say this though, I did enjoy this way more than Sonic and Secret Rings. Even for the bit that I played, I liked it more than the Secret Rings. And even though it had the same sort of fundamentals, but I think with Sonic and the Black Knight, you could use the nunchuck. Like you didn't have to use you weren't stuck to just tilting it. You could use like the nunchucks, so you could actually move Sonic properly. And I think you use like the Wiimote to like use your sword. Never played it. I played a bit of this. Soundtrack in this game is good. Story was okay. Like it's okay. It's definitely better than Secret Rings, but it's okay, I guess. It's eh. The nunchuck was such a cool thing back in the day. Oh yeah, I loved it. I love the nunchuck. Yeah, but I do like, Excalibur Sonic is cool. Sir Lancelot, Sir Percival. Forgot the other characters' names, but yeah. I don't know. I think I'll put this in okay. Yeah, I think I'll put this in okay. It's only okay. It's not super amazing, but it's definitely a big improvement in Sonic and the Secret Rings. And ironically, we're listening to Sonic 06 music. I'm debating on changing Sonic 06. I kind of want to put Sonic 06 in okay, because, like I said, the story mode of it is actually good. The script of the story mode of this game is super good. The soundtrack is amazing, but God, that gameplay is so bad. It's just so bad. It's like there's so many good things about Sonic 06, but then you go to the gameplay and it's like so bad. It's just so bad. It's like I don't even know. I don't know. This may change. Sonic the Hedgehog 4. Oof. This. Actually, I did beat this game, but I do not think it's a good game. I really don't. I think this game is only... I don't even know. Yeah, I don't really find this game that good. I don't even know where to put this at. Like, I don't want to put it in terrible because... But then again, I could put it here, or I could put it above here. You know what? I beat it, so I could at least put it here. At least I put in a time to beat it. But it's just not good. It's just not. It's just not a good... And I get it, they're trying to go back to like the original classic Sonic formula. And this is before they decide to bring back classic Sonic. So they stuck with his modern Sonic look. But still wasn't good. Yeah. It just fell flat in my opinion. Sonic Hedgehog 4 Episode 2 was actually better. I'll put this in okay, but I'll put it behind Black Knight and Shadow the Hedgehog. It's only okay. Definitely is better than this one, but they brought Metal Sonic back in this one, but and Tails, of course. But I think they were supposed to make an episode 3, but it just wasn't doing that well, so they kind of stopped at episode 2. So yeah, I'm not even sure if these even are considered mainline games, honestly. I mean, maybe they are. I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's not really too much to say. Wasn't there a Sonic Racing? Yeah, there is, but I'm only doing mainline Sonic games. I was debating on doing like all of the Sonic games, but that's so many. That's so many. I'm only sticking with the mainline ones. Because if I was doing all of Sonic Riders, would have been like up here. Most likely. It's like the best Sonic racing game of all time. Who knows? We could probably do that too. Sonic Lost World. I was not a fan of this game like at all. Actually, this might be my first terrible. I'm not gonna lie to you. This might be my first terrible. I think the story is trash. The soundtrack is... There's some hitters, but compared to like all these that's above it, nah, it doesn't compare. There's only a few hitters. This game literally, it's not really the epitome of Sonic. Like, you're not really going... I mean, you could go fast, but you're not going like stupid fast like how Sonic really is. You know, the speed of sound. The fastest thing alive. And you're not really going that fast. And there's a fucking button to make Sonic go fast. Instead of just naturally going fast, there's a whole button to make Sonic run fast. And I get it. They were trying to be different. Trying to be more platformer. Trying to be like Sonic. I mean, not Sonic. Mario. More so Mario Galaxy. But just wasn't that good. At least it had a Zelda DLC. That's pretty cool. Still didn't really give a fuck though. Yeah, this might be my first terrible one. I really don't think this game is good at all. Yeah. Matter of fact, I'll play Sonic 3D Blast down here too. The more I keep looking at 3D Blast, I'm just like, I don't like this game at all. I really just don't. So I'll put 3D Blast in terrible too. So at least Lost World won't be by himself. Sonic Gen. Ooh, Sonic Gen. I will put Sonic Gen in amazing. But at the very bottom of amazing. Because I do love this game a lot. I really do. I really do. Yeah, it's like... It's literally a celebration of Sonic. You know, it's literally what it is. You go through all the past... You go all the past iconic levels that Sonic went through all his adventures. Modern, not modern, well, yeah, like modern, tune up, play as classic Sonic, rival battles against Metal Sonic, Shadow, Silver. Story is okay. Like Sonic Generations story isn't really amazing. It's only okay, but the music, the soundtrack, and the nostalgia of going through these OG stages but modernize is such a good idea. And of course you fight previous throwback bosses. You know, you fight Perfect Chaos, you fight Egg Dragoon, you fight Damn, I forgot that. Excuse me. I forgot that Eggman boss, or Sonic Classic Collection for DS. I don't think that's on here. I don't think that's on here. Yeah, but Sonic Gen is absolutely amazing. I definitely put it up here. It's probably my favorite Boost game. Sonic Forces. See, now Sonic Forces is kind of like a guilty pleasure game. It's not super good, but it's not, I don't think it's anywhere as really bad either. It just kind of fell flat because the story was kind of short and not a whole lot going for it. Like, I feel like the story could have been really good, but then Daedra was just like, I think we're done. Like, they didn't even attempt to really push for the story. It was just kind of like, oh yeah, there's Infinite, and he jumps Sonic and his friends, and yeah, Eggman's taking over the world. You, the hero, will take it back and defeat Infinite, and yeah, that's it. With Sonic, you know, you free Sonic and whatnot, but yeah, the story was super lackluster, but I will put this in, I'll at least put this in good. But I don't know if I should put it above the classic games, or I think I'll put it over the classic games. Mainly because, one, Episode Shadow exists. 2, well, actually, no. I'm gonna put it a tier lower. I put it over these games. And I only say that because, yeah, you can create your own character, which is pretty cool. The soundtrack, to me, is really fucking good. That's one thing I'll give this game. The soundtrack is really fucking good. But other than that, though, it's like, I don't know. It's not really all that. This game was just lacking in so many ways. Yeah, I don't know. It just could have been better. Sonic Mania, Sonic Mania Plus. These are essentially the same games, just Mania Plus came with more characters. So I'll probably just focus on Mania. I'll just leave this one or Mania Plus because all it really is a expanded version of Mania. It's kind of like Sonic 3 and Knuckles, you know. So I'll just focus on Sonic Mania Plus. And for Sonic Mania Plus, this absolutely goes to, I'll probably put this, no, I'll put this over Colors. Sonic Mania Plus is really good. Really, really good. It's probably one of the classic Sonic games that I had so much enjoyment, or classic Sonic, you know. It's not a classic game, but it gives a feel of a classic Sonic game because it focuses on classic Sonic. But this game was so much more fun than I was anticipating. I remember when they first showed the game off, I'm like, oh shit, you know, Sonic Mania, that's dope, you know, whatever. But I didn't expect myself to really love this game the way that I did. Yeah, getting all the Chaos Emeralds and beating the game with multiple characters. I beat this game with multiple characters. Usually with classic Sonic games like this, I'll probably beat it once or twice. But I beat this game probably like 4 times. Especially with the Encore version where you play as Mighty and Ray. Yeah, super amazing. And the final boss and the soundtrack is so freaking amazing in this game. It's so amazing. Yeah, and then this connects to the story of Sonic Forces, which ended up being a letdown, but this game was absolutely amazing. Now, Sonic Frontiers. Sonic Frontiers. I don't know if I should put Frontiers in amazing or great. Cause I had a great time with Sonic Frontiers. Soundtrack is probably one of the best in the series. Story is actually pretty good. They actually, I'll put it right here. They finally decided to not be super kid friendly. Not saying this game is dark, but you know how like some of these other Sonic games are like really edgy, but it had more of like a serious tone to it compared to Sonic Colors and Sonic Generations and so many other games. Sonic Forces. Like this was like probably the first modern Sonic game in a while since like Unleashed, because Unleashed has its edgy moments, that Frontiers was a bit more serious. Gameplay is actually really good. Sonic actually gets a like a small skill tree for his for combat. Open world, and or I guess you could say open zone in a way. And again, the soundtrack is so good. The boss fights are super hype. Could be kind of hard, but overall stupid hype. So yeah, Sonic Frontiers goes in amazing. I think this game is so good, so amazing. Sonic Superstars. Funny, I was actually playing this not so long ago. Sonic Superstars. I was actually recently playing this with Santiago not too long ago. We actually beat the main story. We got all the Chaos Emeralds, but now there's another story. This game is kind of fun, but at the same time, though, it does have its moments where it could be a bit glitchy. And not only that, but the multiplayer thing, like your friends could outrun you and you have to keep respawning yourself back in. That could be kind of annoying. But soundtrack in this game is good. The core gameplay of it isn't really that bad. It's actually pretty good. I'll probably put this, I don't know, I kind of want to put this in good. Maybe even okay. I don't know. I'm kind of stuck with this one. It's either okay or good. Nah, I think I'll put it in okay. Like, it is a good game, but it could be a bit. I think the special stage in this game is not really all that fun. It's okay. To me, what is good about this game is obviously the music. The multiplayer aspect is fun. You know, when you and your friends know what you're doing. But I don't know. Power-ups are kind of cool too. But I don't know. I'll probably I'll put it right here. Because I think I had a bit more enjoyment with my friends playing this. Even with, its mishaps and constant respawning. It is enjoyable in some ways. So I will put it above these games. I definitely enjoyed this game more than these games, that's for sure. So yeah. All right, so now for the Sonic Advance series. I am going to put all of these. I like Sonic 3, Advance 3 a bit more than these two. Some people might flip these around. Some people might say Sonic Advance 2 is probably the best one. To me, Sonic Advance 3 was the best one. But these games were super, super good. But I think this one is like very fucking good. Great even. They're essentially the same. I won't say they're the same game, but the style of it's the same. Music are different, but you know the GBA sounds are, you know, format all the same. But super dope games though. But Sonic Advance 3 I put the most time into, so that's why I'll put this here. So yeah, just so I could play, just put these together. Mania. So yeah, there was my tier list for Sonic mainline games. Yeah. So number 1 being Sonic Adventure 2, Sonic Adventure, Sonic Heroes, Sonic Gen, and Sonic Frontiers. That's for amazing, for great, Sonic Unleashed, Mania Plus, Mania, Colors, Rush, Rush Adventure, Advance 3. For good, Advance 2, CD, Superstars 3, Sonic Knuckles 2, Sonic OG. Okay. Forces, Shadow the Hedgehog, Black Knight, Sonic the Hedgehog 4 Episode 2. Bad, Sonic 06, Sonic and the Secret Rings, Sonic the Hedgehog 4 Episode 1. Terrible, Sonic Lost World, Sonic 3D Blast. And haven't played is whatever this Knuckles game is. Yeah, there we go. There goes my Sonic mainline tier list. Yeah, I don't think there's anything that would change about these. I think this is pretty accurate. I'm still on the fence with Sonic 06 because I kind of want to put it back here. But then again, I might leave it up there. It's like the gameplay just really just hits it so hard for this game. Yeah, I think I think we're good. Yeah, so there we go. That's our tier list. There we go.